This is the second meeting of the year between the two, the second of 4 in Houston. The Rockets won 99-95, but here in Phoenix, the Suns have taken 6 of their last 8 against the Rockets.
The one thing that Phoenix takes a little bit of heart in is that they were down 17 at the Summit. They were able to come back, have a chance to win the game, and they lost by 4. So they feel very confident coming into today, particularly after winning a game in Seattle on the 3-point shot by Dan Marley in the last seconds of the game.
And a classic offense versus defense matchup. The Suns averaging 110 points a game, tops in the NBA. The Rockets allowing only 92.8, second on the NBA scoring defense list. Olajuwon against Miller. Phoenix controls the opening tap, though Olajuwon tapped it.
Olajuwon supposedly under the weather, a little bit of the flu, and we'll find out how that influences his performance. Normally you'll see him going after every rebound, trying to block every shot.
Bad looking shot by Dan Marley. Here's the rebound and the quick outlet by the Rockets, who set it up on the half court. Ori being checked by Green, shoots over him, and Barkley boards the miss. KJ pulls up. Kevin Johnson, who thinks he should be a member of Dream Team 2, gets the first basket of the game. Johnson has been lobbying a bit in the media for that honor. Smith from long range, he got it. Kenny Smith, as they took the ball inside and kicked it back for the open 3. They say just a 2 now. Foot was on the line, so 2-2 game.
See if the Houston Rockets can take away the 2-man play that they like to set up for Kevin Johnson. He has spent a lot of time just dribbling the ball, going nowhere. Right now he's against the shot clock.
Green got the roll. AC Green's first 2.
The reason they were able to get that hoop against the clock, they had a switch. AC Green going against a smaller Kenny Smith. Olajuwon yet to touch the ball.
Thorpe inside, double team. Too hard off the glass. It'll go to Phoenix. They have forgotten Hakeem Olajuwon.
That's why they have a coach, though. He's going to help them remember. It won't be too many more possessions where he doesn't call a timeout and say, hey, let's get it inside.
Paul Westphal saying one of the reasons the Rockets are better, they remember the big guy this year. There's Marley coming open for the 3. His 51st tray of the season.
The Phoenix Suns are one of the best front-running teams in the NBA, and this is the type of team you don't want to let them get off to a good, hot offensive start, because they can steamroll on you regardless of how good your defense is. As you see, Westphal, last year he was a lot more laid back. He's into these games a lot earlier.
Once again, Olajuwon does not touch the ball on the offensive end. Maxwell misses, and the Suns. KJ rimmed out, and Olajuwon clears it. Here's the outlet to Maxwell, and the Rockets are running. Suns get back well on defense. Ori.
Part of the Phoenix Suns game plan is to give Ori, Smith, Maxwell outside shots. They're giving a guy a look at that perimeter shot so that they don't drop it inside to Olajuwon. So far, it's worked.
One of their first 5 shots is Olajuwon, the defense sagging back. The Rockets unable to hit outside. Barkley draws the double team. Around the horn, KJ open, can't hit. Olajuwon has Maxwell. Great outlet pass by Hakeem Olajuwon. Maxwell converts. That's the lead to 3.
Again, they want to set up the 2-man game if they can, and that allows Kevin Johnson penetration. They've turned it over.
KJ threw it away. Here's Smith for the Rockets. Ori, here's Olajuwon. Fed it inside instead of taking the shot. And it'll be Robert Ori. Oliver Miller. Kevin Johnson. He's has gone cold, but an offensive board by E.C. Green.
Maxwell doing a real good job of forcing Marley to move a little bit more without the ball. He wants the ball, couldn't get it.
Bad pass by Barkley. Olajuwon tipped it, and the Rockets take it. Smith finds Ori inside. Nobody was on him, but he didn't realize it. Olajuwon from 15, his first two.
If we can say anything that has made the Houston Rockets a better basketball team, it's patience. They don't fight themselves nearly as much as they did at the start of last season.
KJ got away from Kenny Smith for an easy one. And the Suns back up by 3. Olajuwon double teamed quickly as Green comes over to help Miller. Thorpe recovers. Spin move by Akeem, yes. 4 points for Olajuwon.
Couldn't get it on one side and quickly reestablished on the other. And once he's in a one-on-one position, you can see that Oliver Miller is going to be used, and he was right at the rim for that one.
Miller drawing Olajuwon out, or trying to. Barkley shoots over the defense. Charles Barkley notches his first basket of the game. Suns bounce back up by 3. Kenny Smith. Outside shot won't go. Green lost it to Olajuwon. Strong move to the hoop. Scooped it up and in. Olajuwon suddenly getting involved. He has 6 points. Back to a 1-point game.
See if they double up on Barkley or allow Otis Thorpe to handle that responsibility, because Barkley's looking for three-point shooters himself. Nice pass.
And the double results in an easy hoop again for KJ. Nice pass from Barkley, and KJ 6 in the early going. Miller fronting Olajuwon and backs it away. Good defense. Green on the break. Got it. Teams continue to trade baskets. Back to a 5-point lead now for the Suns. Just under 6 minutes left in the opening quarter. Miller again bats it away. 2-on-1 Suns. Miller calls for the lob and misses. Smith takes it the other way. Maxwell against Marley. Blocked by Marley. And here come the Suns. Barkley. That's a 3.
The Suns defense really gotten active on the last couple of possessions.
Maxwell answers with a tray to silence the crowd. Kevin Johnson, 4 assists, 6 points so far, and his team up by 5. Barkley drives baseline on Thorpe, tried to dish it and batted away, stolen by the Rockets. Houston with a 4-on-3 break. Maxwell all the way, no good. KJ rushes the other way. Barkley, Miller, good.
They've had great hands in making saves in 2-on-1 situations. And again, Maxwell was short in finishing, and the Suns are looking to push as soon as they get their hands on the ball.
Next break, pass break that time. Ori can't hold it, but Olajuwon saves. And then the dump to Thorpe, who slams it home.
Now, the Rockets are showing you that this is a team. They're willing to give up a good shot themselves for someone better. And that time it was Thorpe on the finishing end of that play.
Is the best way to attack the tough Houston defense to beat it down court?
It is. Before they can set up and allow their shot blocking, particularly with Olajuwon, to take effect. The Suns right now are playing up and they're being very aggressive. Ori deep.
And too deep on the shot.
Westphal calling for a timeout. They'll get a break.
And the Suns will take a timeout. They have never trailed. 3:51 left. 20-15 Phoenix. Rapid fire first quarter as the Suns lead Hakeem Olajuwon and the Rockets by 5. Earlier today we asked Olajuwon what it would take for the Rockets to claim the championship this year.
I think self-realization. The individual realized we have to sacrifice individually for a team goal. I mean, I think that's now we know when you win, we win as a team and also lose as a team rather than playing individual basketball, because we have a lot of talent on this team, but together we're much stronger than just individuals.
Easy for him to say. He's the go-to guy, but he is right. And one of the reasons the Rockets have soared to that tremendous start is that they have recognized the talents of this man. So far in today's game, Hakeem is 3 for 3. The rest of the team only 4 of 12.
He is a fierce competitor and is relentless in his effort and his energy. So he's a guy that really believes in competing. We'll see if that picks this team up.
Kevin Johnson drives baseline, feeds it back out, and then Green can't hit. Olajuwon with the board, his 4th. Rockets trying to cut into that lead. That last time out for the Suns, the first stoppage of play in this bang-bang first quarter. Olajuwon is fouled by A.C. Green or Miller on the help.
That's the danger of fronting. If Olajuwon is able to get the ball, there's no weak side help. A.C. Green gets there too late, and then Oliver Miller has to reach and get Olajuwon across the arm. So Miller, who has a tendency to pick up fouls in clusters, had gone 7 minutes without picking up one. He picks up his first. We'll see what the rest of the first quarter does for him.
That was, in fact, the first foul called in the game as Hakeem misses the first. See his numbers on the season. Missed them both. The lead remains at 5 for KJ and the Suns.
See if the Rockets get up and start pressing a little bit more at the defensive end. Nice cut by A.C. Green.
A.C. Green makes it a 7-point Phoenix lead. A.C. has 6 points in this first quarter. Thorpe at long range, and Ori 0 for 4 to start the game. Green double teaming Olajuwon, got a hand on it, but Olajuwon finds Ori for the slam.
Big extension in the first 2, and that's one area where Olajuwon has really improved. When he initially came into the league, if it was in his hands, it was going up. And you saw the feed to Ori, big 2 over the top.
Recognizing the double team and finding the open man. Marley, guarded by Maxwell, launches a 3 that's short. Offensive board by Miller. Olajuwon rejects Green. And that'll be Smith with the offensive foul as Kevin Johnson took the charge. We'll take a break. Welcome back to Phoenix. Charles Barkley playing with a bad back and other assorted injuries, and one of the hottest topics in the NBA is his announcement earlier that he might retire. So we asked him what the chances were of Barkley returning after this season.
Well, I think the only way I could play if I had back surgery, and that would be a major decision to have back surgery to keep playing basketball. And I don't think I want to do that. I'm not saying I won't do it, but I don't think I want to do it. Because I think if you have to have surgery to prolong your career, I just don't think that's a good idea.
Say what?
He may not. He's still making up his mind. One thing for sure is he is on a mission to try to win an NBA championship this year, and if that happens, then that might help him make the decision.
Well, this could be a preview of the Western Conference Finals for sure. 2 of the best teams in the West. Seattle will have something to say about it before it's all over, and maybe other teams as well. Barkley went to the left hand, but couldn't rattle it through.
This is the guy that they're giving the shot. See how much room Green is giving Robert Horry.
Plenty of time on the shot clock. Smith against Johnson. Inside Olajuwon. Double team can't get there, but Olajuwon misses. And an offensive foul. It'll be foul on Houston Rockets Otis Thorpe battling Barkley for the rebound.
The last time down the floor, Charles Barkley was challenging inside, and you'll see right out of the picture comes Olajuwon to force him to change, and then the first guy back to get the rebound, Olajuwon.
So Thorpe went to the court, but still was assessed the foul as we go inside the first minute or the last minute and a half of the first quarter. Barkley.
That's the shot you want Barkley to take. He's least effective when he's shooting a turnaround jumper.
See the time left, first quarter. Olajuwon, Thorpe, and then Horry for another slam. They're giving Horry the outside shot, but on a couple of occasions he's been able to penetrate to the basket.
He knows above the rim, and he is wearing that one out. So if they let him move in that direction, he's going to throw it down.
Rockets have closed back within 3. They've never led.
Thorpe has done a very respectable job on Barkley thus far in a one-on-one situation.
E.C. Green no good. Thorpe with good position on Barkley.
The Rockets have one of the best long outlet passes to get nothing out of it in transition. They get the ball to half court, but they always end up almost in a half-court game. Horry again.
Yes, sir. From Akeem, Horry with his 3rd slam of the game. Lead cut to 1.
Horry knows dunk.
He does. When he played at Alabama, he was their team leader in dunks. 8-2 run by the Rockets. KJ tries to cut into it, and he does. 8 points for Johnson. And the Rockets will hold for the final shot of the quarter.
Actually, the pace of the game is now slowed down in favor of the Houston Rockets.
Smith's scoop won't go. Barkley rebounds. They can't get a shot off. So the first quarter comes to an end. Akeem Olajuwon has been awfully tough against the Phoenix double team. He's hit 3 of 4 so far. And at the end of 1 quarter, the Rockets have closed within 3. It's the Suns 24, the Houston Rockets 21.
It's nice to be able to play above the rim, but what makes these dunks possible for Robert Horry is his ability to move without the ball. The Suns just part and let him celebrate.
Horry has been the chief beneficiary of 4 Akeem Olajuwon assists in the first quarter. Off to a bad shooting start as he tried to hit outside, but as he takes it to the hoop, he's done much better, as you see. Now 3 of 7. Mark West comes into the game for the first time in the Suns, and Akeem takes a rest after a complete first quarter. 6 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, 1 steal.
And they said he had a touch of the flu, so what would it be like if you were well? Part of the red wave is in the ball game now. Carl Herrera and Sam Cassell, and these are no-name players, but they play very well within the Rockets scheme of things.
That basket will count.
Horry delivering to Otis Thorpe. Now Thorpe traditionally has been amongst the league leaders in field goal percentage. The reason for it, he stays right in this blue paint 99% of the time, and he's going to play above the rim. Dan Marley forced to switch. Can't contain it.
Marley with a foul. Thorpe, as you said, a perennial leader amongst field goal percentage, 5th in the NBA last season, and 5 straight years in the top 10 in the NBA. It's a tie game. Penetration by Kevin Johnson. It'll count, and a foul.
Sam Cassell is saying his fault, but really it's the coach's fault because he took Olajuwon out. Because Kevin Johnson wasn't driving before this, but you can see no shot blocking in there. He fights his way through Cassell's defense, and now Kevin Johnson has a chance to come back with a 3-point play of his own.
Cassell, the rookie first-round draft choice from Florida State, picks up the foul, and KJ converts the 3. That's 11 points, top scorer in the game. Kevin Johnson of Phoenix. They lead by 3. Here's Kevin picking up the loose ball, and he'll get an easy one.
Now Sam is off to a real rough start, and let's see if he calms down.
Entry pass to Ori, guarded by Marley. Flash it back outside. They find Maxwell open for the three. Front of the rim and an offensive board is Ori, and then Marley with a second foul.
It's Christmas, and I guess Sam is in a giving mood. He wasn't really set, and you can see he just lost his balance. Kevin Johnson looking around and said, anybody come? Well, I'll take the two.
I think he dribbled off his foot, Sam Cassell. As he was falling down, the ball hit his foot.
Marley picked up that last foul, and he's out of the ball game. Danny Ainge quickly in.
Ori operating against Mustaf. Out of bounds and back to the Rockets. Danny Ainge.
If you're the Phoenix Suns, you've got to make Ori prove to you that he can make an outside shot. And they're way off of him right now.
Cassell just inside. Well, it was a three-pointer. I thought he was 1 foot inside, but Sam Cassell launches a three. And the Suns lead cut to a deuce.
That'll settle him down. There are certain players that the Phoenix Suns don't want to get in the game. Cassell is one of them. He's going to make three-point shots like that. He certainly is going to keep them in the game and make a difference.
That earlier turnover was his first in the last 4 games. He's played 8 in a row games. Finding a stride. Houston steal. Ori inside Herrera over Barkley. Kept alive momentarily, but then Ainge pulls it down for the Suns. Off a screen from West. Open for the shot. Mustaf, and won't go. On the floor to KJ. Lobs inside. West blocked by Thorpe. Maxwell. Offensive board, Thorpe. Cassell thought about the three, didn't take it. Penetrates to Herrera.
The Rockets do a great job of banging the board. They're going to get a foul. A little subtle push underneath by Ori, but you can see the Rockets are aware defensively, and they're reacting a lot better here. Mark West right at the rim. Looks like he's going to get it. Thorpe comes from the rear to knock it away.
Robert Ori with his first foul will take a timeout. 29-27. Well, a lot of San Jose's in the audience today. Best record since January the 10th of '93. The Houston Rockets 63-12 during that time, as Rudy T has convinced them to not forget the big guy and convinced them that playing defense has its rewards.
Rudy, a reluctant coach, has the right message for this team, and they have responded. And 63-12, that is just a sensational effort, kind of scary. And you take a look at Rudy, you think that's the last guy to be talking defense, because he was an offensive player. I mean, he's running around out there wanting to get his hands on the ball.
Hakeem has returned to the Rockets lineup. What about Scrooge of the season? It has to be Dan Issel and the Denver Nuggets, beating both these teams in recent games, including in Houston the other night. Oh, I thought that was a goaltend, but no call. No call. They'll give Elijah on the block. Second block for Elijah. That looked like a clear goaltend. Check it out for us, Steve.
Elijah chases everything, and if you do this often enough, I guess you can get fooled into believing it was a block, but he was right up there and just hauled it in like it was a missed shot. It's still going up, might come down. Elijah
can't hit the shot. Rebounded by Marley. KJ streaking to the other end, and as he draws to the hoop, he's fouled by Ellie. Mario Ellie with the foul, as once again KJ released and got the outlet pass. It results in a Rocket foul.
If I were Mario Ellie, I would have looked to see if Elijah was coming, because you can see how quickly he covers ground and was able to knock that shot away, and Ellie wouldn't have gotten the foul.
Kevin Johnson as a replacement for the injured Tim Hardaway is sought for Green Team 2. Kevin hoping that will be him. Still a bit miffed he wasn't on the original Green Team.
Well, Kevin is much improved over last year, because he didn't have the injuries that kept him out of the season. And I think that's affected any all-star selection, any Dream Team selection, has been his health, and he has been up and down.
He's led the Suns attack here, 15 of their 31 points. Ellie against Marley. Baseline won't go. Here's Barkley. Good head and shoulder fake, and he got the basket down. Herrera bit. It'll count.
You want Barkley shooting that jump shot in transition. You don't want to do what Herrera did, go for the fake. Barkley now has a chance for a three-point play. Matt Bullard comes in the ball game. He is a three-point shooting specialist. All he will do is park out on the perimeter around the three-point line and look to strike a match. If he gets hot, he really opens up the middle for Olajuwon to go to work.
Oh! Barkley converts the three-point play. And with 9 minutes left in the half, it's a 7-point Phoenix lead. Charles with 8 points. Ellie lobs to Olajuwon. Backside help, doesn't matter. Olajuwon rolls it through. Give Akeem 8 in the first half.
Again, they are electing to front, and the weak side help is not getting there quick enough.
Johnson's been hot. Oh! Olajuwon couldn't handle it, but it came to his teammate Herrera. Ellie looking inside. Akeem triple team for a moment. Now Ainge comes to bother him, as does KJ. Shot clock to 5. Before Ellie can shoot, there's a whistle away from the ball and a foul on Phoenix.
Ellie likes the idea of having Olajuwon inside, and even against the clock, he was signaling for the big fellow to flash across the lane. Akeem Olajuwon down on the post. Mark West makes the mistake of trying to front, and he doesn't get the weak side help, and Olajuwon makes him pay. You have got to have weak side help, or he's going to be right at the rim every time.
He misses that jump hook. Barkley has his 5th rebound. Turnaround. Charles counts. Barkley in double figures. The Suns back up by 7.
Again, trying to spread the floor. They get it into Olajuwon again. Weak side help doesn't come again. Barkley is the guy that's got to get over. Mark West has done his job, and he's being burned.
Two superstars with similar stats to open the game. Barkley and Olajuwon each with 10. The offensive star has been Kevin Johnson. KJ now with 17 in the first half.
When Kevin Johnson has a perimeter shot working, that's when he becomes really tough to handle. And right now, he's shooting over the top, taking the ball to the hole. Bullard looking to try to get a 3.
But Ainge recovered in time to stop him. Herrera turns. Carl Herrera with his first basket. Herrera out of the University of Houston, who played a year in Madrid, Spain, right out of college. Marley for 3.
If you want to make Marley have a tougher time making three-point shots, you got to make him put it on the floor. He's terrific when he has his feet set.
He has 2 3-pointers in the first half. Olajuwon against West. Barkley the other way.
Crowd wanted to travel. Olajuwon wanted to call.
Somehow Marley scooped it through. And Marley thunderdam with his 8th point. Cassell for 3. Here comes Kevin Johnson. Cassell stride for stride. Ainge, great pass, KJ, and Ainge gets the hoop. And the Suns are shining in Phoenix.
Hi, I'm Dan Marley of the Phoenix Suns. I'd like to wish all the fans a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
It Dan Marley is able to get this shot away because Matt Bullard's afraid of the drive, gives him too much room. And then as Marley gets the ball back against Ellie, who jumped out at him, he's able to go by and maintain his balance and get a little scoop, so he comes up with 5 big points, and it's part of the reason the crowd is on their feet here. Marley is one of those streaky offensive players. He's on the boil right now.
Suns have their biggest lead, 5:35 left in the second quarter. Olajuwon pulls up on West. Barkley with his 7th rebound. Johnson collides with Cassell, no call. Left him open for the shot, and he has been on fire. KJ with 19 points. The starting backcourt of the Rockets has only 7.
Cassell has come in, and Kevin Johnson has got 11 points in the quarter. The last time down, he was trying to draw the foul and got nothing. The Rockets cold from three-point land and get a foul against Olajuwon.
Cassell can't hit the open 3, and on the rebound, Barkley is fouled by Keene. First foul on Olajuwon. One in the penalty for Charles Barkley at the Phoenix free throw line. 4:57 left in the second quarter.
The penalty for 2 shots.
The Rockets have supreme confidence in their game and their game plan, and they'll play it throughout. And that's why they continue to shoot the three-point ball, even though it's led to fast break points for the Phoenix Suns. They have a lot of confidence that they can come back. The streaks that they have had, the 15-0 start, where they have been down, as they are down now, have made them believe that under any circumstance they can still find a way to prevail.
Barkley 1 of 2. Paul Westfall's game plan, though, working to perfection. Double team the big guy. They haven't been able to hit the open shots and get out on the break in a hurry. Phoenix on a 10-0 run at the moment. Blocking call on the Suns' Kevin Johnson. First foul on KJ.
Kevin Johnson is first.
And the Suns over the limit. Vernon Maxwell, Mad Max, out of the University of Florida, will see the free throw line.
Maxwell is a very explosive scorer, and you underline the word score because he'll go stretches of the game and not draw iron, and then suddenly find the range and the rhythm and make 8-9 shots in a row and be the difference in Houston coming back and sometimes winning. Against San Antonio, he was the guy that came up with the big points down the stretch, the big three-point field goal and the game-winning field goal when they were down by 5 with about 25 seconds to go.
In that game, he played the entire 48 minutes at 35 total points. KJ can't finish that one. He'll step to the line.
Number 34,
the crowd reacting to Charles Barkley with a little antics of stuffs as Olajuwon picks up number 2.
I got to get this thing out of my mouth so I can say something to the officials. Now look, you know, that was a no-touch deal.
Kevin Johnson has completely outclassed the starting backcourt of the Rockets so far in the game. Missed that free throw, but he's had a superb first half. 19 points and 5 assists to 9 points and 0 assists for the Rockets.
Kevin Johnson had a real tough game against the Sonics, and I know he wanted to come out here and really establish himself in this ball game. He's done it big time. He's got 20 in this one, 12 in a quarter.
Again, they concede the shot to Ori. Doesn't take it this time. Feeds it back out to Smith, who will. Three-point shot, no good. Barkley out-positioned on the defensive board, whistled for his first foul.
Charles Barkley is one of the best rebounders in the league, but he doesn't put a body on Otis Thorpe. That's the reason that Thorpe is able to get inside.
Otis Thorpe having what his coach Rudy Tomjanovich thinks is an all-star campaign so far. He was an all-star in '92, averaging 14 points, 9 rebounds a game, and shooting 61% of his field goals. That's 3rd in the league. He's had trouble at the free throw line, though, chiefly because his hands arms are so large they wrap halfway around the ball.
Or he kept it alive, but it goes off Olajuwon. Now, you know, his real reason is it's 15 feet away. No matter how big his hands are, if he stays at 1 or 2 feet, he's going to shoot a high percentage.
Those big hands are great for the drives and controlling the ball and moves to the hoop, but maybe not quite so good for free throw shooting. That's his story, and he's sticking to it anyway.
Good.
Maxwell. Oh, high arching shot. Vernon Maxwell.
That's the kind of shot that can get Maxwell started on a roll that can bring Houston back.
But they got to stop KJ if they're going to come back. He has been unstoppable. 22 points for Kevin Johnson.
What the Rockets have to know is that the Phoenix Suns will let them back in the game. Maxwell thought he got fouled on that shot.
Maxwell with a look at Ed.T. Rush. Didn't get the call.
You can see Maxwell in the previous effort baseline falling away.
And in all the discussion, Oliver Miller whips it down court to Danny Ainge, who's fouled by Otis Thorpe. Thorpe's second personal.
Olajuwon calls them all together and says, okay, fellas, it's time. 3:30. We got to make a stand here and begin to get back in the ball game. He looks at the scoreboard. He's very concerned that right now the game is slipping away and wants to change the tide of things, particularly in getting back to the defensive end. They have been beat in transition several times, which have produced either fouls or easy scores.
Ainge ready for his second free throw. He had a big game in the first meeting in a losing cause at Houston. 15 points on 6 of 9 shooting. Three and a half left. First half of play from America West in Phoenix. 53-37 Suns.
Suns showed a little bit of a trap.
Team all of a sudden has gone cold. Only 2 of his last 7. Ball away. Still cold. Miller on the break. Barkley.
Huge effort by Barkley. You can see that with every offensive basket that the Phoenix Suns make, their defense gets more aggressive, and they're trying to force the Houston Rockets to quick shoot the ball. Maxwell misses.
Maxwell took the bait, shot quickly and couldn't hit, and Barkley wades in to get the ball. That's 9 rebounds for Charles Barkley. They lead him for the 3. Bodies on the court. Phoenix foul.
In the penalty, loose ball foul number 22.
Phoenix Suns on a roll with Sir Charles.
Hi, everybody. This is Hannah Storm in New York. Coming up on the Prudential Halftime Report, we'll bring you a special look at what some members of the NBA family have done to promote goodwill in Africa. We'll also take a look at the rest of our busy Christmas Day lineup as we check in on the Oilers and 49ers, the game that follows this basketball contest. We'll do that in just a few minutes, but right now, let's send it back to America West Arena as we rejoin Tom and Steve.
All right, Hannah, we'll look forward to hearing from you at halftime, and this is a great Christmas day on NBC. NFL Live will have the story of the Crescent Moon Foundation, the organization Warren Moon founded in '89 to help raise money for Houston area charities. That's part of the NFL Live show. And then, of course, to Candlestick. I did the Houston Oilers win over the Pittsburgh Steelers at Three Rivers last week. They look like a dominant team. This could be a Super Bowl preview as Moon and the Oilers take on the very tough young and 49er-led contingent at Candlestick. And then, do you think Shaq is ready for prime time? He'll face Scottie Pippen and the Hot Bulls in the final event of our Christmas Day package from NBC Sports.
A couple of teams with streaks on the package. The Bulls trying to get 9 in a row, and the Houston Oilers trying to get 10. And you know, when you're winning, confidence grows, and it'll be a very interesting football game because the 49ers got a terrific passing offense.
There's the shooting this quarter as the Rockets under 30%, while Phoenix almost 70%. Maxwell hits 2 free throws, and the Rockets have only 1 turnover this quarter, so the lead has come by good board work. They've outboarded. The Suns have the Rockets 11-5 and getting out on the break.
Maxwell inviting Kevin Johnson, who's been strong from the outside, to shoot that jumper, and they get the miss.
Rare first half miss by KJ.
See, trying to trap Robert Horry with the ball.
Just over 2 minutes left in the first half. It's been a highlight for Phoenix, especially in the last 6 or 7 minutes. Maxwell's three-pointer to Miller. Got rid of it back to Barton. Charles pulls up and scores.
The Suns are looking to score in transition. They don't want to let the Rockets defense get set and let them turn things into Olajuwon, and in between, they're trying to trap and force the pace of the game near steal.
Out of bounds. It'll go back to Houston. Nolan Fine with the call. He's joined by Ron Garretson and Ed T. Rush calling the game today.
You can see that it is Oliver Miller in the passing lane. They almost get the ball. A.C. Green tipped out and then walked over and tried to work his way for a call. Didn't get it.
1:37 left, first half.
Horry's got to take that shot. He's got to move in a little bit closer and make it. Otherwise, A.C. Green has really become an effective defensive player.
Off down and shot by Maxwell as the 24 clock was running down. And on the break again, Ainge to KJ for the layup. 24 first half points for KJ. And this game in danger of becoming a rout.
Every time Horry gets in a close scoring position, he passes up that shot. He was trying to dunk that one, lost control of the ball.
Barkley has KJ. He lays it in.
18 and a quarter for Kevin Johnson, and they have exploded.
Horry kicks it back out. Shot clock to 5. Bad pass. Thorpe saved it, got a shot away. Here's Miller. And now they'll hold up. About a 3-second differential between the 24 and the game clock.
And the Suns showing their explosiveness and their ability to steamroll a team. They got the crowd on their feet.
That's a three, no good by KJ. Followed by A.C. Green, no good. And Miller, just before the buzzer, can't get it down. Kevin Johnson, 26 points and 5 assists as the Suns wish the Rockets a Merry Christmas with a blistering first half of play. At the end of the first half from Phoenix, the Suns 61, the Rockets 39. Back with Hannah Storm in the Prudential halftime report after these messages. Halftime, the America West Arena in Phoenix with the homestanding Suns with a big lead on the hot Houston Rockets, 61-39. If you're a Phoenix fan, that was as good as a visit from Santa that first half. And the Suns have taken Akeem Olajuwon completely out of the game.
They have done it by sagging in, and Horry refuses to take the shot. They're getting other people to take shots they don't want him to take, and that's allowing the Phoenix Suns to get into the game that they play best, which is a open court transition game.
Rockets scored only 6 points the last 6+ minutes of the first half. Let's take a look at the Miller Genuine Draft halftime stats.
And you can see that the Phoenix Suns are burning the nets, and it can be the opposite end for the Rockets. They got 36 versus 56%, but real story is Kevin Johnson. Johnson really jump-started himself when Sam Cassell came into the ball game, had a huge second quarter. The Houston Rockets, they are struggling with their three-point shooting, and their Mad Bomber, Mad Max, he has yet to really get started from that range. He's got 11 points.
All right, the Houston Rockets trying to regroup at halftime of this Christmas Day contest, trailing 61-39. We'll be back to Phoenix in a moment. Tom Hammond, Steve Jones, Paul Sunderland ready for the second half in Phoenix with the Suns up 61-39 on the Rockets. Kevin Johnson leading all scorers in the first half with 26 big points. Vernon Maxwell tops for the Rockets with 11. KJ doing most of the damage, getting out quickly. And Vernon Maxwell held in check, especially from three-point range.
This is a huge confidence builder for the Phoenix Suns in terms of dominating a good defensive team. And now it'll be a test for the Rockets to slow the pace of the game down, start going through Olajuwon, and cut this lead down. They'd like to be around 10 or 12 points by the end of the third quarter of play.
Olajuwon kicks it back outside. Maxwell finds Smith. Three-pointer rolls out. Olajuwon missed the tap attempt, and Marley cradles the rebound. Oliver Miller really has done a pretty good job on the team, though he's gotten a lot of double-team help. He has 2 points, but 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals.
Olajuwon almost had a steal right there in the 14 seconds on the shot clock, but the Phoenix Suns have the better of the offensive game plan right now. They got better balance and they have better execution.
Shot clock down to 5 as Barkley backs his way in and finds A.C. Green. Olajuwon with rebound number 8.
Again, notice that the reason that Green is able to lay off Horry is because he won't. And when he took those first 3 shots, he wasn't making them. Now he won't take a perimeter shot.
For some reason, Miller didn't come out to challenge that shot by Akeem, and he bangs it down for his 12th. The game began at a frantic pace and a lot slower pace in the game here to start the second half. Marley penetrates. Barkley fumbled it. Shot it anyway. And Olajuwon off the floor. Baseball pass to Thorpe, one-on-one. Gives it to Smith, driving for the basket for the easy one. Little spark for the Rockets here to open the third quarter.
Phoenix Suns in the last 2 possessions were working against the clock and are much slower in getting the ball where they want here at the outset. Turnover again.
Thorpe took it away from Barkley. Here come the Rockets, 3-on-3. Horry, yes, with a slam. Horry has 8 points. I think they're all on dunks.
Every single one of them. He knows how to dunk and play above the rim. And in transition, you'll see Kenny Smith and the Rockets always are a team that have the ball on the wing on the break. They fumble their way into a dunk for Horry.
Rockets blast off to start the second half.
Welcome back to America West Arena. You know, and A.C. Green has always done a lot of community service no matter where he played. When he was in Los Angeles, he worked there, and he's doing the same right here in Phoenix. 125 disadvantaged kids were his guests at a Christmas party last week, and that party has continued here today. He bought tickets for all of them to come to the game here at America West Arena, and they're continuing to enjoy himself. A.C. Green, one of the true gentlemen in the NBA, and pretty good Santa Claus, too. Back to you guys.
All right, Paul, his first 8 years in the league with the Lakers. A.C. today playing his 591st consecutive game. That's tops among NBA active players. And Suns hoping he's the missing link that can help bring him a championship.
And out of every one of those games, they've never called a play for him. So he's had to make up his own offense. Kevin Johnson has had to make up his. He's right back at it.
28 points for KJ. Horry, baseline slam off a good pass from Maxwell. Double figures for Robert Horry, all on dunks.
So you think we ought to get him an invitation to the slam dunk contest, huh?
They aren't real great on style points, but they are pretty effective. Barkley left over.
Rockets almost came up with the steal, but out of that triple team on the ball, that left Charles Barkley wide open.
Horry tries an outside shot. Same result as earlier. You better stick to the dunks. He's 0 for the game outside. Thorpe off his hand, and it came up short. Here's A.C. Green.
Good job by Horry to shadow him down, make him bring it back out.
Foul on Robert Horry. That'll be his second.
Whenever Maxwell and Horry get together, you'll see good things, and you'll see that that play is an easy one for Maxwell to see. No pressure on him, and Horry just cuts to the hoop and throws it down.
Barkley double team. Kevin Johnson was open, elected not to take the shot. Barkley back in, falling off and hitting over Otis Thorpe. 19 for Barkley.
Horry again.
Slammo. Mr. Slam Bam today, Robert Horry. And a technical foul has been called on Horry. Rudy wants to know for what.
Well, Horry does a little shake with his head. I don't know if he said something to the official on the way by, and he's coming in with two hands against Barkley. Thought he got a shot right there. Now, couldn't see anything.
Kevin Johnson hits the technical shot. Here it is again. Yep, he did have a word or two, and it cost him a tee. 8:24 left, third quarter. Suns leading the Rockets 68-49.
The Rockets want to see their defense begin to take effect. They have the Phoenix Suns shooting the ball from the perimeter. That's the shot that's going to break down first and allow them to get back some cheap points.
Rudy Tomjanovich, the hottest team in the league coming in, just short of setting NBA records for the best start. Thorpe got it to Horry, trying to get another slam, and Oliver Miller said, nope, not this day.
You got another one. It wasn't as stylish as the others. The last two in traffic with two hands. He's taking them down with good authority. In traffic, he holds it. See that little, not really a good one, but he gives the head wag anyway.
It may be Christmas, but Oliver wasn't going to concede that. Barkley rebounds that miss. 8 minutes left in the third.
See, the Rockets defense is much better. Barkley trying to get in. Olajuwon swat that away.
Merry Christmas. Third block for Akeem today.
They cut the lane off for Charles Barkley, so he has to pull up, and you can see the quickness of Olajuwon come into the frame.
Good head fake by Marley, but Maxwell recovered. Tough shot, he got it. Dan Marley. Marley has reached double figures. Olajuwon, sweeping hook, won't go. Tap once. Here's Horry off the offensive board, and another slam. Robert Horry has scored the last 10 Rocket points.
Talking about boundless energy, he has 16 points, and every one of them has been a dunk.
Those young legs in his second year out of Alabama. 11th player taken in the draft last year.
The Rockets work the glass very well. Olajuwon has that one spoon off for he keeps it alive and then gets it back, throws it down.
Barkley backing on Thorpe.
Thorpe is letting him get too deep. That's where Barkley wants to go.
And Barkley with an offensive rebound off the green miss. That's 11 rebounds, a double-double already for Charles Barkley.
They're switching everything, and they've got them out on the outside. Barkley trying to go through Kenny Smith against the clock.
Split the double team. Kevin Johnson got it away, just beat the shot clock. And now Maxwell against Marley. Tried to get it to Smith, broken up by KJ, and then a foul on Kevin Johnson. Number 2 on Johnson.
Now, how many people does this place hold? About 20,000? We just had 20,000 officials. Watch Maxwell's feet. Oh, yes, I danced a little bit. They all roll their hands, and Olajuwon gets the foul against Kevin Johnson.
A little Christmas rumba on the way to the hoop. But the net result, Olajuwon at the free throw strike. Olajuwon, remember, playing with a touch of the flu. Do you think it's affected his performance today? Those are his numbers.
I don't think so. He hasn't really gotten a consistent Denny's diet of the ball, and he'll have stretches in games sometimes where he'll miss, but eventually he gets that shot working.
That's his first free throw in 4 attempts.
What the Rockets have they've got to continue to do is play sticky perimeter defense. They can't allow the Phoenix Suns to get inside. Make them shoot outside in. Then they've got to make sure they rebound the ball. They missed a golden chance there.
Eaton on the boards. Green with an offensive rebound. Barkley tried to go backdoor. Now the pick and roll. Barkley open. Green and Maxwell locked up after positioning for the rebound. No whistle. They separate them. And Barkley now with 21 points. Barkley knocked it away, but to Ori. Outside shot, his first make from outside in this game. Ori, though, has carried the Rockets here in the third quarter. 12 points in the third for Robert Ori.
Suns coming back to a two-man game, which Houston doesn't let them run. They like to switch the play, and they get Barkley against Kenny Smith, then he draws the foul.
Number 3 on Kenny Smith.
In the previous possession, they wanted to set the same kind of pick and roll, other side of the floor. Barkley's there, and he won't go all the way because Olajuwon steps in, but he makes a good decision, takes a little medium-range jump shot.
MVP last year, 7 times an All-Star. Currently 6th in the league in scoring, 8th in rebounding, 9th in field goal percentage. NBA Player of the Week back in November 21st.
Well, the Suns' big three has really been sharp today. Johnson, Barkley, Marley have all been really hitting at the offensive end, and that has got them active at the defensive end as well.
Barkley hasn't been shooting that great lately, but having a good game today. Had 18 points, 18 rebounds in the win at Seattle a couple days ago. An illegal defense call against the Phoenix Suns. First illegal call against Westfall's team. Next one results in a technical. Ori will put it in bounds for Houston.
Westfall looks at the scoreboard, and the score is 18. He'd like to keep it that way through the next 5 minutes or see it grow. Rudy Tomjanovich wants to see it cut down.
Smith from outside. Unusual rotation on his shot. Olajuwon wades in and beats Barkley for the offensive board. Miller knocked it away. And a foul. Smith, that'll be his 4th.
Olajuwon trying to feed the ball inside. Oliver Miller has done a good job interior post defense, knocks that one away, and then Kenny Smith trying to cut off Barkley, picks up the personal.
AJ baseline, saw Olajuwon coming and threw it away. Miller steals it back. Barkley spotted for the 3. And out of bounds to Houston. Oliver Miller, in his 2nd start of the season, 3rd of his career, is having a good game. Not gaudy scoring numbers, but doing the little things.
Well, he's always done the little things, but what he's doing better today is staying out of foul trouble and playing defense with his hands. He's come up with a couple of steals as Sam Cassell comes in to replace Kenny Smith, who has 4 personal fouls. Now, Cassell made 1 shot, and then he was used by Kevin Johnson. Olajuwon triple team.
And foul. Oliver Miller's 3rd personal foul.
His 3rd team foul. Number 44, on the line. 2 shots.
The Rockets are going to have to do more of this. Barkley got him first, Miller gets him second, and Olajuwon goes to the free throw line.
Who, me? Mark West will come in to replace Oliver Miller.
Miller not happy about the call going against him. You can tell by the body language that he uses when he goes to the bench. You know, we interviewed him yesterday, and we asked him about the calls, and he said, well, you know, I'm going to keep playing. I'm going to be aggressive, and I'm going to keep playing out there, and they're either going to keep calling the fouls or I'm going to foul out, but I'm going to keep playing.
Kevin Johnson again scores over Sam Cassell. Pulled up with that one for number 31. KJ's eyes have lit up in this game when he sees Sam Cassell come off the Houston bench.
Sam Cassell is going to have to be going forward.
Cassell misses the 3. Olajuwon keeps it alive. Back to Maxwell. His 3-point attempt is there.
3-point Maxwell.
And you might think that, you know, the Rockets are a little strange in that they keep shooting the three, but that is such a big part of their game, and they know that eventually Maxwell, Smith, Gasell, or one of those guys is going to get hot from out there. They're 3 for 14 right now.
They lead the NBA in attempts and makes from three-point range. Barkley has suddenly gotten hot. 25 for Charles.
They are making Barkley take tough shots. He's making them over Otisthorpe, but they're making Barkley beat them with his shots and not allowing him to play to a double team and kick it out.
Maxwell left open from three-point range. On the floor, picked up by Ori. Short on that shot. Marley. Foul on Akeem, number 3. The Rockets come out with a challenge to start the third, but Barkley and the Suns have been up to it.
Hi, I'm Tim Hardaway from the Golden State Warriors. One of my wishes for Christmas is to be back on the court for Don Nelson and Golden State Warriors. I'll be back soon. Merry Christmas.
Hard luck Tim Hardaway, but his injury will open up a point guard spot for Dream Team 2. And off this performance today, Kevin Johnson on national TV Christmas Day making a strong point to be that man.
He is making a huge statement. You know, Hardaway, he said, I'm not giving my spot away. Don't count me out yet, despite what Kevin is doing. You know, that's the toughest thing whenever you have dream teams, is to try to be fair and to make the selection, and someone that's deserving is always left off, and Kevin has missed on a couple of chances. I know that he feels that his window of opportunity may be running out.
During the timeout, Rudy Tomjanovich discussing with his team the fronting of Olajuwon and perhaps some way to get him the ball or else find the open man and have them hit the shot. It's been a problem the whole game.
Well, they've got 14 minutes left in the game, and what they've got to be able to do is find a way to stop Phoenix from scoring the ball and score themselves. And they, even though they've had Phoenix take some tough shots, they haven't rebounded those shots, and that's really hurt them, as AC Green was in that position, and that's how Robert Horry got his third person.
That's how it was on Horry. And rebounded on that miss by Otisthorpe. 19-point Phoenix lead. They took command in the second quarter of this game.
Trying to drop the ball inside to Olajuwon with 8 on the shot clock.
He threw it away. Horry grabbed Kevin Johnson and held him, and the officials didn't see it. Cassell missing.
Got great officials here in the arena in terms of the fans. They have seen every one that the officials have missed. The ball goes up, and you'll watch right there. Horry has an armful of Kevin Johnson. So how can all 20,000 see, and you 3 guys missed a call?
Vernon Maxwell called for his first foul. There's Horry, who grabbed KJ and got away with it.
Horry has been the story here in really the third quarter and trying to keep Houston in the game. They've been down by 21, and he has played above the rim through most of it, 12 points, and that's all that they've really gotten. They need to find better balance.
Ellie replaces Maxwell in the Houston lineup. Mario Ellie, who's been such a valuable 6th man for the Rockets. In fact, overall, their bench has been terrific this season.
Two minutes.
Ellie feeds in to Olajuwon, who comes out to get it.
See, they want to make Cassell, Horry, those guys make those shots. He finally knocks down that 3.
Cassell makes the 3. He has a pair of trays in the game, his only points. Less than 2 minutes left in the third.
Whenever you are the defender against Kevin Johnson, you've got to make him go backwards. Now they got to switch Barkley over Sam Cassell.
No problem, Charles Barkley. 27 for Charles. Thorpe low post, triple team. Horry open. Now he's finding the outside range to go with those slams. 20 points for Horry, who, as you said, continues to be the story of the third quarter for the Rockets. 1 minute left in the third quarter.
Again, they end up switching, and Cassell holds, and he said, how can I hold? And gave me a little elbow and bounced me out of the picture, but they cannot allow that mismatch to take place. Cassell has got to fight through that screen. Once he's in that position, he's at Barkley's mercy. Barkley looked around and said, who was that fly on me? Cassell giving up quite a bit of weight inside.
At 185 pounds to Barkley's 250 or so.
Barkley has learned how to orchestrate the official a lot better, and being on a good team doesn't hurt. So Barkley, can almost intimidate his way into some calls sometimes.
Didn't get the roll on the second, and Thorpe palms the rebound, though. There are those big hands we were talking about earlier. Barkley had 29 in the earlier game against Houston. Again, about matched that in 3 quarters.
And notice how they're backing off and just collapsing around Olajuwon. They're not even going to let him catch the ball.
Thorpe with an offensive board. Cassell for 3. 2 in a row for Sam Cassell. That could loosen things up inside for the fourth quarter. Big shot, Kevin Johnson.
And that's the shot they've got to rebound, and they don't. You get down, and they come down in a 2-for-1 situation, a quick launch, and they don't get the ball back because AC Green beats everyone to it.
Shot clock on the left, game clock on the right, third quarter.
Again, they're coming back with a 2-man game. Cassell has to get through the screen. They end up in another switch. Poked it away.
It was knocked away, and here's Horry for the Rockets. For 3. No good by Ellie as the third quarter comes to a close. Houston came out strong to open the third, but Barkley and the Suns recover. Good third quarter for Charles, 28 in the game. And at the end of 3, the Suns lead the Rockets 84-68. We'll be back after these messages and a word from your local station. Holiday greetings. Merry Christmas from America West Arena in Phoenix. Tom Hammond, Steve Jones, Paul Sunderland, our producer John McGinnis, director Dick Klein, and our thanks to our entire NBC crew for giving up their Christmas holiday to make this game possible for you. The first of 3 great sporting events on NBC today. And Sheila, David, Chris, and Ashley, Merry Christmas back home. Hope you're enjoying this Christmas Day edition of the NBA on NBC.
Tom, we got a reversal of the situation that happened earlier in November, where the Rockets have Phoenix down by 17 entering the fourth period. Rockets down by 16, now 18 with that Kevin Johnson hoop. Can they make a comeback and make a game of it?
Olajuwon fouled as he goes up by Mark West. Number 2 on West. West coming off the bench for only the 2nd time.
Well, Mark West was right in that they shouldn't have let him catch the ball, because that's when you get in trouble. And when they have been able to keep him from getting the ball, then Olajuwon has not been a factor. He hasn't been to the free throw line that many times, but he's the type of player that can wear you down in getting this position and eventually getting the calls to go his way.
4 of 8 at the line now, Akeem. Mark West taking over reserve role as Oliver Miller has started the last 2 games. West playing his 443rd straight game. That's 2nd in the NBA among active players, only to his teammate AC Green.
Now the Rockets want to be around the 8-point deficit mark if they can, around the 6-7 minute mark of this period. So for the next 4:20, they really want to be a team that plays very aggressive defensively and then make sure they rebound the ball.
To get there, they'll have to have the current lead. See the shot clock. Over Herrera, Barkley has another. No way to stop that. The fall away by Charles. He got a kick out of it. 30 points for Barkley.
Barkley's on fire. I mean, they've got him taking the toughest shot that's in his arsenal, but it's going down. And when that happens, you just have to suffer through it. Olajuwon.
He answers with a spin hook over West. Backcourt foul, Sam Cassell, and he and KJ exchange holiday greetings. What's it better than playing Christmas Day and hitting a shot like this, huh?
Well, when it's going and the hoop is open, yeah, you got to talk to yourself. But Sam Cassell has got to be more aggressive. And right now, he's reacting, and that's letting Kevin Johnson do what he wants.
Herrera broke up that KJ pass. Here's Cassell for the Rockets. Down 16. Olajuwon. Rebounded by Green. That was not an on-balance shot.
And that time he tricked himself. He thought he was going to get a double team, didn't get it, and then came back and could have taken an easier shot and made a tough one out of it.
KJ spinning on Cassell.
And Cassell did everything right except reach in at the end. He had Kevin Johnson backing up, and then he had him in front of him with really no lane one side or the other to go to, but he reached in trying to make the steal.
Fourth foul on Cassell. KJ's taking him to school today. You see, Barkley shook his finger at Herrera and said, don't try to steal that ball, and then missed the shot. 12 rebounds for Akeem. Or he misses. Long board to Marley. Marley almost had it batted away by Barkley with a playful swipe. And it is for good by Herrera. He made Marley eat that one. KJ with a block. Didn't get position on time on Cassell. Take a break with 9:42 left in the game.
Yeah, Charles Barkley is having a merry old time on Christmas Day in the NBA. His team up big over the Houston Rockets. You know, first there was Batman, then there was Superman. Now there's Charles Barkley. Yes, comic book superhero. This is the first of 2 comic books and another book that would be published featuring Charles Barkley in the next year. Interesting, all proceeds from the comic books and the other novel will go to charity. First to his scholarship fund at Auburn University, then to his high school in Leeds, Alabama, and then to his church also in Leeds. Now, I read the book last night. Now, it ends with Charles Barkley saving an NBA referee, so you got to know it's complete fiction. Back to you guys, and Merry Christmas, Charles.
Paul with an entertaining Christmas Eve reading Charles Barkley's comic book. I guess it was a little quiet. There's only one Sir Charles, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, by the way.
He's been big here this afternoon. Cassell going for his third three-pointer, can't get it. They got to reestablish Olajuwon in trying to make this comeback. Every time Houston quick shoots the ball from the perimeter, plays right into the hands of the Phoenix Suns because they're able to get the ball and they're looking for a quick push and a quick score.
Shot clock, yeah, to 3. Just beat the shot clock, but no good. Herrera on the rebound. Olajuwon hit the deck, and then a rebound foul on Houston.
Well, Olajuwon is saying, you know, I should have gotten a foul against Barkley inside. Now they get a good in. He's not going to get better position than that. And Barkley goes up with the offhand and pushes him off the ball and the shot.
Olajuwon didn't get the call. Mario Elie instead whistled for his second foul. Phoenix ball leading 88-72. Olajuwon slapped it away from Miller. Miller said he got my hand. Cassell reverses it through.
This was good by Sam Cassell. Assist Mario Elie.
Olajuwon makes this play happen as he just reaches out and slaps the ball, beats Miller to it, and then Elie gets it back, and in the middle, Sam Cassell makes Kevin Johnson and the Suns pay.
And Cassell at the line looking for the three-point play. Kevin Johnson committing his 4th foul.
You got a 13-point lead, and the crowd senses that their team has stalled here, and they want to get them to get back to work.
And the Rockets now need to call on that patented defense. Miller called for a travel as he tried to back Herrera in. And the Rockets with that tough D on the verge of getting back into it as Ainge comes in the lineup for the Suns.
The quicker you move the ball and the quicker you move people in the direction of the basket, that takes away a sticky defense. And the Suns are now holding the ball a little bit too long and trying to get into their plays here in the fourth quarter.
Suns going small as Ainge replaced Green. Knocked away from Olajuwon, and then Herrera fouled as he went up. Charles Barkley with his second foul.
Good break for the Houston Rockets against the Phoenix Suns. Olajuwon thought he got fouled. The ball popped right back to Herrera, who eventually does get fouled and goes to the free throw line. That stops the clock. That gives him a chance to score. So with every time the clock stops and Houston creeps a little bit closer, their chances of getting in the game get a lot better.
Carl Herrera, who was born in Trinidad and grew up in Caracas, Venezuela, in fact played for the Venezuelan Olympic team, the first Venezuelan native in the NBA. He's an excellent free throw shooter. Got them both. 88-77 over 8 minutes left in the game.
See, their defense has gotten much better now. They're more aggressive, and they're rotating a lot better now than they were when the Phoenix Suns were on that big surge in the second quarter.
Marley three. And all alone, Olajuwon for the rebound. At 13 boards for Hakeem. Hakeem calls for it against Miller. Jump hook is there. 20 points for Hakeem, and here come the Rockets. Paul Westphal asked for a timeout. At one time, the Suns led by 22. It's now 88-79. Miller Genuine Draft NBA All-Star balloting is underway. The program gives fans a chance to pick the starters for the 44th annual All-Star Game in Minneapolis in February. Ballots available at all NBA arenas and at participating Miller Genuine Draft retail outlets. We urge you to get out and vote. And here in Phoenix, we have a ballot. Charles Barkley's already punched out on this. I don't understand.
He's punched out, but I wrote in Vernon Maxwell. He's having an all-star type of year, and he could possibly sneak in there.
All-Star balloting underway, and we hope you'll get out and vote for your favorite NBA All-Stars. Christmas Day edition of the NBA, and in the fourth quarter, Houston outscoring the Suns 11-4. The Suns have gone the last 3.5 minutes without a field goal.
They take Kevin Johnson out of the game. They bring in Frank Johnson, and Johnson is more dependable for them when they have to run a half-court set. We'll see if he responds like he did in Seattle the other night. They double up on Barkley.
Frank Johnson, first appearance in the game, puts up the shot, and Herrera boards the miss.
Looking to get the ball into Olajuwon.
He has it. Double team. Ball away. Yes! Hakeem Olajuwon suddenly alive in the fourth quarter and a chance for a three-point trip.
Train has pulled into the station and is picking up people, and you can see Olajuwon with that fadeaway, the one that Barkley said is unstoppable. The reaction by Oliver Miller, but I am going to keep fouling. Until they foul him out, they bring Mark West in the game.
Olajuwon does make the three-point play. And now it's just a 6-point Suns lead.
This is where the Rockets want to be, and they've got to keep their defense up and aggressive, and then have Olajuwon shut down anything that comes to the hole.
Double team Barkley, and then Ainge throws it away, intended for Frank Johnson. 14 Sun turnovers. That a costly one. And the Rockets again a chance to chip into that lead. 50% shooting for the Rockets and way down for the Suns.
No Maxwell, no Smith on the floor, and they're doing it with Herrera, Ellie, and Sam Cassell.
Ori, that's a three. It won't go. Barkley up to get the rebound. Here's Barkley on the dribble. Feeds it to Age. Spotted for three. No good. Barkley's follow. No good, but a foul. Charles had one. Just an easy pop back in, but it's number 3 on Olajuwon.
Good, hard, aggressive push by Barkley. Ainge had a week to shoot this one, and it spooned out on him, but Barkley was right there, and Olajuwon reaches in.
Now some discussion about who should shoot the free throw.
Olajuwon trying to make sure Barkley goes to the line. Marley was trying to get in there, and Marley is a better free thrower between the two.
Marley shoots 81%, Barkley 66. That one 100%. 31 points for Charles Barkley. 31 points and 15 rebounds for Sir Charles.
Rockets get smaller. Ori goes out of the ball game. Herrera goes out, and Thorpe comes in. Maxwell comes in, but that leaves them a front line of Ellie, Olajuwon, and Thorpe.
Paul Westphal counters by returning KJ to the lineup for Age. Barkley cans 2. The lead is 8 for Phoenix. Less than 6.5 minutes remaining, and Ori, their main offensive weapon in the third quarter, has a seat on the bench.
He jammed his hand, did something. We'll try to find out extent of the injury into Olajuwon.
Cassell, three-pointer. Back rims to KJ. Ellie gets back to cut off Green, who goes behind the back and then lays it in.
You can see what happens when you miss the three-point shot. It's the first pass to the fast break because it's a long rebound. Ellie misses that one.
Missed it badly. West on the rebound. And a pushing foul on Akeem. 4 fouls on Akeem the Dream.
You can see AC Green get the shot right there, and then Maxwell gives him a little shot in the back. Green says, next time, next time.
KJ misses the free throw. Let's go to Paul Sunderland for a report on Robert Horry.
Well, I just talked to Robert Horry. Little finger, right hand, jam, been examined, should be back in the ball game. And given the run they've made with him in there, they need him back in a hurry. We should see him back in just a minute or two. Back to you.
34 points for Kevin Johnson. And it's an 11-point Phoenix lead.
The Rockets, again, have to remember what's going to get them back in the game, and that is collapsing the defense and then getting a good medium-range shot. They're going for the home run right now, and the three-point ball is not going in. They can take a shot inside that. They're in good shape right now with 5:22 to go. They're 5 of 25 from the three-point line.
Barkley over Thorpe. That ball away has been working all afternoon. 34 for Barkley. The Rockets got back in it, and the Suns push it back out. Here's a foul on Mark West, pushing Olajuwon.
This is a tough shot by Barkley. He gets up and nails that one over. Some good defense by Otis Thorpe. The reaction is, not today. Nobody's stopping me today. Not with this going in.
.24 points for Akeem. Barkley, though, has clearly won the battle of the superstars today.
Olajuwon 11 in the quarter as they still keep trying to come uphill.
Houston got within 6 just a couple of minutes ago. KJ fouled by Cassell. He doesn't believe it. That's 5. Well, rookies don't get many calls. That's probably what he's saying to his coach right now.
Well, he's giving the explanation to the official that he didn't touch him. Kevin Johnson, Charles Barkley, that is 69, with a chance to get to 70 between them. A huge afternoon for their two offensive weapons.
Second time this season they have both been over 30 in a single game. They did it against the Clippers earlier as the Rockets call for timeout. Still 4:44 left in the game. Ample time for the Rockets to try to make the comeback.
Hi, I'm Dominique Wilkins of the Atlanta Hawks. I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And no doubt Meek, like most of you, spending Christmas Day with NBC. Immediately following this game, NFL Live. Jim Lampley, Mike Ditka, O.J. Simpson, Will McDonough. They'll take a look at the Crescent Moon Foundation, founded by Warren Moon. Then Moon and the Houston Oilers visit Candlestick to take on Steve Young and the San Francisco 49ers. And then finally back to the NBA. Shaquille O'Neal, Scottie Pippen, the Magic against the Bulls. All still to come here on NBC.
Next 2 minutes, real crucial for the Houston Rockets. They have got to get some scores and stops. If they can get within 6 points, they have a chance to still close this game out.
Maxwell looking inside. Olajuwon comes off a screen by Thorpe, but can't hit. And Barkley with another strong rebound. What a Christmas Day game he's had. That's his 16th rebound.
They're going to stay with Johnson and Barkley handling the ball down the stretch. See if they can't make some plays. Turnover.
Barkley threw it away. 3-on-2 rocket break. Ellie all the way for the lay-in. Mario Ellie off the bench with his first basket.
Suns don't stop the ball. They let Ellie go right into the heart of the basket for an easy score.
Marley dribbles free and finds a wide-open Barkley. 36 in the game for Barkley.
Best perimeter game for Barkley of the season. He has torched the basket from the outside this afternoon.
Marquee players have been up to billing today. That basket by Akeem will not count. A foul before the shot. It's number 3 on West.
In the penalty, fouls number 41, Mark West.
Olajuwon showing you that, you know, in a one-on-one situation, he virtually is unstoppable. He's either going to get the shot or the foul, and you've got to try to keep him from getting the basketball, which the Suns did a good job of earlier. Now he's beginning to get a chance to score the ball.
Ainge will come in for the Suns. And West will go out. So a small lineup on the court for Phoenix. Meanwhile, Akeem is only 7 of 12 from the free throw line today.
Well, remember, Charles Barkley gave us the secret to beating the Houston Rockets, and that's keeping them from making their threes. Today, they haven't made their threes. Olajuwon has had almost his typical seasonal average type of ball game, but hasn't really had enough complementary help.
Barkley beat Akeem to the rim for number 38. KJ made the pass.
Mistake by Otis Thorpe. He just left Charles Barkley with Kevin Johnson under control. Johnson could spot that play coming and made them pay.
In 24 games prior to this one, as Thorpe lays it in from Olajuwon, Houston had held their opponents 20 times under 100. So Phoenix has eclipsed the century mark.
If the Rockets go down today, it'll be the first time they've got 2 in a row all season long. They have been tremendous so far here in the early part of the season.
Baseline jumper by A.C. Green. Houston losing at home to the Denver Nuggets on Thursday, denying them a chance to match the Knicks record for greatest start at 23-1.
Barkley decided that time he wanted to guard Olajuwon and paid the price, a quick spin and a dunk. but they missed their chance to get within 6 or 8 points, and the Rockets are down 13 with 2:10 left to go in the game.
Barkley against Thorpe with a shot clock to 3. Fadeaway won't go for him that time, but AC Green with a great follow. Phoenix Suns may be making a statement today to the Houston Rockets that they're still the champs. They beat Seattle, first home loss for the Supersonics on Thursday night. And on national TV Christmas Day, making quite a resounding statement here against the team with the NBA's best record.
And that is coming off of a defeat at the hands of the Denver Nuggets, where they lost by almost 30 points. I think the number was 29. And they were able to come back after shooting 28% in the second quarter of play. So they finally got it going, and they've been able to force Maxwell and his compadres to miss that three-point field goal.
Barkley with 18 rebounds. Houston, remember, closed to within 6 points, but then missed a number of threes, and Phoenix reassumed command. Penetration. KJ couldn't get the roll. Green's follow. He's fouled.
One of the mistakes that you make, and Houston is guilty of it like a lot of teams are, once you cut into the lead, you think you're going to get it all back in the next 2 or 3 possessions, and you don't, and you see the lead go the other way. Kevin Johnson missed his shot. Olajuwon, I think, picked up that personal foul on the AC Green rebound.
Russia number 45, AC Green at the line.
Green will shoot.
The one thing that you point out about the season is the Rockets with a terrific start, and they've only lost 2 games. Now they lose their third. The Phoenix Suns have only lost 5 times themselves. So they're only 2 games back in the loss column in the record for the best in the Western Conference.
Hakeem Olajuwon being taken from the game, and on the other end of the court, Charles Barkley's day is done, and a productive Christmas day it has been. Barkley and Kevin Johnson outstanding today. Barkley had 38 points and 18 rebounds. Olajuwon leaves with 27 points and 13 boards. As we said, all the marquee players as advertised.
Eric Riley found out that Oliver Miller considers him no Olajuwon, slapped that away, and now Miller will hold the ball as they try to count down the final minute of play. 9 on the shot clock, and Bullard is going to be guarding Dan Marley.
1 on the shot clock. Green with another offensive board. 13 rebounds for AC. He'll go back to shoot 2 free throws.
Fouls on number 3, Richard McCluskey is first. Number 45, AC Green at the line.
AC Green will shoot 2. Hakeem Olajuwon and his Rockets suffering just their 3rd defeat of the season. Is AC the missing link in what could be a championship team?
The one thing that he gives them is defense and tireless energy, and the fact that he's been on teams that have won championships and knows what that drive is all about. When they get Cedric Ceballos back, then they have a better complement of people to play with Charles Barkley. So far, AC Green has been sensational for the Phoenix Suns.
Just over 30 seconds left. Riley launches a 3.
I couldn't get the 2, so I'm going to step back where I know I can't get it blocked and let it go deep.
Quick shot by Joe Courtney is through the hoop. Cassell by Ames draws the foul.
Fouls on number 40, Joe Courtney.
Been a tough afternoon for Joe Cassell as he saw Kevin Johnson really score on him. Johnson wound up the game with 36 points and 9 assists. Here's A.C. Green leading to an ovation as Kevin Johnson surveys the scene. His teammate A.C. with congratulations all around. A workmanlike effort from Green, just what they need from him.
A terrific effort. Sam Cassell perhaps will learn something about playing against a player like Kevin Johnson from this afternoon's battle, in that you've got to be more aggressive at the defensive end. He's shown that he's a good spot-up three-point shooter, but at the defensive end, he gave too much ground.
Courtney collides with Bullard and pops it through. Cassell misses at the buzzer. Houston Rockets got within 6 points, but couldn't get over the hump, and the Phoenix Suns will win it. The final count, Phoenix 111, the Rockets 91. We'll join NFL Live in a moment. We will be back to talk to some of the stars of this Christmas Day game. There's one of them, Kevin Johnson, who wound up with 36 points. And make no mistake, Barkley and the Suns have not set yet. We'll be back.